Nataka DJ hapana leta mchanganyiko. Nataka bounce, 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 bounce. Yo, si waski, mi si waski, au ni marezi wanabonga nje ya field. Una yap mina beba team MVP. So my G punguza hiyo NOISE kelele 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 punguza kelele 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 siwaski kelele 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 punguza kelele 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 si lose no na lose weight kitambi kwa body tulikuwa ma window shopper squeezy sindo jaza trolley advice gani unanipea sisi sikia mbili sorry kuna gala na ninyonya vile Prado nyonya irori shut up unabonga na big baba si shut up hebu pigia yujo kwanza una advice nani na umisa patikani Ikija nako mafutani uneza dhani ni Msomali mashallah nimeingiza mitambao na rap bismillah tuliwapita na kwa overlap rada shava big body girl on my lap kufa na njaa ukona wivu manze na una strap hit make up paper chaser ongeza pesa fika mtaili kwa kalesa ilikuwa ni pressure sina keja sina luku sina msupa wa kusesa but jaja selipanga squeeze chashi kama esa waski misi waski au ni marezi wanabonga nje ya field Una yap mina beba team MVP. So my G punguza hiyo NOISE kelele 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 punguza kelele 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 siwaski kelele 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 punguza kelele 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 ni big baba kwa mic hapo vipi slip ya leo ni manu kichwa hapo vipi kesho nshike benzo hapo vipi cheki check haga check hapo vipi bling bling kama ziwaki on my neck utaziget staki kesi
doing amazing today 5 minutes past the top of the hour. Welcome to the Pan-African List. Are back. We never left.
Amekuja na inengi mpya itoka kwa shelf too much hit ai big baba kwani nimetoka hell niko na float kushinda comrade amelipwa doza hell nina wao tuko same kini check unaweza tell man noise maker wa micro nika industry go preps breeder this breeder that breeder what the hell what the fuck do you want from the black Eminem so amechoka sina zoza niko mboka sisi choka walichapa ni matropa na si metro amesuka doba.
Yes, karibuni sana. I hope you guys are doing amazing today. Hope your week has been fantastic. And of course, karibuni as we usher to the weekend, wishing you a beautiful one ahead. Whatever you're doing, be careful. That is the most important thing. But also make sure to enjoy it. Karibuni sana yet again to another beautiful conversation right here on the media of the 21st century, Black Hot Fire Network. My name is Joby, to those who are here for the first time, and feel more welcome by kindly hitting that subscription button and to be part of the family, literally, to be part of the family. And also ensure you take 1 minute of your time and ensure you actually access our app on the Google Play Store in case you are an Android user, in case you're using an iPhone or rather your laptop, or in case you even have Amazon and Roku TV, we are up, available and running, and you can catch the shows on repeat, just like the days like yesterday where we didn't have lights. You can always catch the shows that actually were aired the previous day and see what is happening in Africa and its people globally. Karibuni again. Today I'm going to actually be catching the conversation that I left yesterday. I was supposed to talk about farming. It's not a conversation that I'm supposed to be airing on a Friday, but that is what I have on my tabs. So you're going to have to bear with me. But this is a conversation we air every Thursday where we get to learn about not only business, but also businesses that are long-term that you can invest in. It's not just actually just any other activity. This is something you can invest in. Take your time, take your money, and in years, you're going to be having something to actually say, I am proud of where I put my money. So, of course, as we talk about that, yesterday I left a conversation pending about dairy farming in Kenya. And I might have to start actually with that just directly so you can pick it up from there because I left it there. I remember I had mentioned a conversation not just not a conversation, but a story of what was happening from one of the farmers in western parts of Kenya. And the lights went out when I was talking about tribes, and now we have different tribes with so much envy, especially coming from families and neighbors. And we talked about this man here on your screen, on the screen, as we saw that his cow actually was poisoned just a few days after buying it, and he wanted actually it to produce, sell milk to sustain himself. And of course, in Africa, getting a job, we know this is a problem. Not just Africa, but today globally, so many people are jobless. We've seen how things are turning, changing, so many people losing their job. So in case you have maybe some savings or anything, or even generational wealth, if you come from generational wealth, even better, because it's very rare to find a group of people who come from generational wealth, and I'm talking about land to be specific, and not make use of it. I mean, we do have some, trust me, that don't know how to make use of generational wealth, but we do have people who, when they you take this not just as a job, you take this and put, turn it into a passion. It will bring you so much. So that is what we're going to be looking at today. And today's video is coming from our very own loved Lean Googie. I love me some Lean Googie. I don't care. I still love me some Lean Googie. Just because of one thing, it will never make me like not like her. Of course, right here and there, she does, of course, say things that are not appropriate to supporting our enemies and all that. But I do love the fact that recently I told you guys to actually check on our page in case you're looking for, again, things you want to invest in. Don't look at this just like we've had many white people, especially. I'm going to share also that video we left yesterday from South Africa. We've had the Afrikaners saying that, and majority of the people saying that Africans are lazy. But I do love the fact that we have a group of people that proves this wrong, and that's why I said we have people actually who come from generational wealth in terms of land, and they don't know how to use this and turn it into profit, and literally passionizing this, if there's such a term, make it into a passion, pouring all your whole heart out into whatever you're really doing. So we're going to be looking at this today because it's very impressive. Personally, the fact that I've grown up in such environments, and now that I'm grown, getting my money, if I'm to get extra money, and of course by saving too, we were talking about the discipline of saving. That was on Wednesday on the history videos that I share every Wednesday, and which actually learned so much. I learned something there about compound interest and all that. It was actually very interesting. I learned so much, and I do hope also you do. Personally, being grown, of course, I'd love to own a land. I'd love to have some cows here. This time I'm going to know how to tie a leg, before I milk it so that I would not be knocked. I'd love to have some goats here and there. I'd love to have some chickens here and there, because again, I do believe personally with all this information I share, it's not just you guys learning, but also for me, I do learn a lot. I take a lot of information, a lot of skills, a lot of things, you know, that I'd love to pour myself into. So, with that being said, and without wasting much more of the time, let's get into it.
20 cows. Each cow is, for now, I'm milking 20 cows. Each cow is giving me 25.
Oh, and I was supposed to check actually the prices of cows, which I'm going to check for you guys. I'll try remember that before we wind up with this video.
Liters. So in a day, we are producing 500 liters. 500 liters times 50 bob per liter, that's around 25,000.
Yes.
25,000 times monthly, we are paid monthly, times 30 days, that's around 750,000. Then remove the 40%.
Yeah.
The 40% will come to around 300,000.
Yeah.
So from 750,
You are
remove the
450.
300,000. What's your profit?
450.
Which work will you be employed today and get the 450,000 as young?
Exactly. And that's I just that just there. Exactly. Because again, and it's sad, it's not even just white people. Sadly, also Africans, I'm very specific about it because I've seen people with such behaviors. Someone who comes from generational wealth, again, like literally they have lands, but they're in Nairobi. You're like, what are you doing in Nairobi? Okay, it's okay to come to Nairobi if you want some few products here and there. I've seen people like my uncle, because he owns an M-Pesa shop and he sells phones as well and repairs phones. Sometimes when he needs new deals, when it comes to phones, he has to use his bike all the way from the village to Nairobi and goes back with his package, and goes that make profit out of it, like literally. But if you have land, like your parents, your grandparents, you come from generational wealth, and you're out there complaining about employment for real, you must be crazy. I always say that. Like, Africa has a lot of opportunities. I just see, like, I think it's only us who don't see it. It's only the people we're not educated enough to see what is valuable. And that's why we have politicians, white people, taking everything away from us because we've not been given proper education. And by the time you're learning this, sadly, most of the people, they're in their 40s, in your 50s. Yes, you can start at any time. I'm a heavy believer of that. You can literally, things go not sometimes every day as expected, and you can start over anywhere at whatever age. But if you come from generational wealth, and like you had, why would you be complaining about earning 450? And you're creating also employment. This is not just for you, because you need a hand, you need help. One thing I've learned about farming, you'll never work alone. You need a hand, you need people to help you here and there for service.
But again, you are 24 right now. What
Imagine at 20.
inspired you to say, Lynn, let me give up this lawyer dream that I have. Maybe let me focus on farming, especially livestock farming.
I had the goal because if at all my father raised us, the 5 of us, with 5 cows, what if I did it in a large way?
Exactly. Something else, cows, because from the milk, from the meat, sometimes if maybe you can set up a butchery, and of course with the the cows multiplying, you take some, maybe you slaughter. I don't know. I don't think I understand maybe the butcher whole thing correctly. I also need to do research on that, which is actually interesting. So you sell the meat and you sell the milk. Whatever you're making, that profit is so much to take your kids to school, you live in a comfortable life, you, your wife, your kids. It's amazing, man. I don't understand how people don't see the beauty of farming.
Most of the people are doing it in small scale.
Yes.
And still getting some profits. Why don't you do it in large scale and get more than money? I tell you about dairy farming. Don't venture into the investment if you don't have enough knowledge. Have enough knowledge. It's not a trial. Know what the cow consumes, know how to keep your cow, and with that you are ready to go.
They are young people have been convinced that agriculture hakuna kitu hapo.
Exactly. So sad. Politicians and our education has really lied and fooled us that farming is not something that you can profit from. And of course, they have ensured that. I mean, we talked about market. We keep talking about market. We've seen in many different levels of farming, different products or different things. Our people are forced to tap into the European market, the Asian market, the Arabic market, but not into the African market. We're not even trading with each other. That is still a problem, which I gave a very good example. Africa, we have so much that we can benefit from each other. Tanzania is a large producer of rice. Majority, personally, the rice I love and eat, I think it's from Tanzania, Pishori. That's my best rice. It smells nice and cooks so good. For me, it's the smell and the taste too. It's so good. Kenya, we are active farmers of maize. I do believe so, We imagine now doing that, and also with other different countries who are producing other different things. When will we ever need white people in our goddamn faces telling us we need to give you aid, food? Why would we even be having kids starving? Let's even start from there. Because we should be, we would be having plenty to feed everyone. We don't need to go knocking at any white man's door to tell them, hey, I need some loan to do this, or how can you come help me? Because it's all a fake system, sadly.
Hakuna kitu hapo, and they are lost in the city. They are lost.
Exactly.
They are looking for jobs day in, day out. They are depressed. What would you love to tell them?
Another person who is employed is driving. I, Kelvin, I'm also driving.
Yes.
So we meet in the road. Nobody knows my money is written dairy animals. Nobody knows I was in the cow dung in the morning.
Yeah.
if somebody came here with his pay slip today, and also I come with my milk payment today, the cash is the same.
I took a trip to Githunguri to visit Kevin, and his story completely blew my mind. At just 24, Kevin is a livestock farmer working on a 100 by 100 plot, and on this piece of land, he's rearing 42 Fresian cows. On today's episode, he walks us through how this setup works and how he's been able to turn it into a proper source of income. And we get into the numbers as well, because from this, Kevin is making close to 500,000 shillings in profit every month. We also talk about his journey, what it has taken to get here, and why he feels more young people should really start taking farming seriously. As we continue reclaiming our identity through the soil, I really hope that this is one of those stories that brings things into perspective, and I hope it inspires you to start your journey today. Let's listen in to Kevin's story.
My name is Kelvin Gekuhe Wagetau. I am the CEO Young Don Farm. This is the Young Don Farm, a farm located in Kamba, Githunguri, Kiambu County. We do dairy farming. Also, we have been doing poultry farming, but eventually in this farm, the main activity done here is milk production. Maziwa kwa wingi, maziwa tele.
Yeah.
Welcome to Githunguri, home of milk.
Githunguri is the home of milk,
Yeah.
but Githunguri is also absolutely beautiful. You know, you drive around and it's green.
Yeah.
Huku kuna kuanga na ukame kweli. Is it ever dry?
That's why the main activity done here is dairy farming, because these cows, they mostly feed on green.
Yes.
And the area is green.
Yeah.
So the area supports dairy farming.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
This is an absolutely beautiful farm.
Yeah.
You know,
Cows consume a lot of grass majority.
I've been following your journey on TikTok.
Yeah.
I just go there, I see what you are doing, you and your wife as well.
Yeah.
And you guys are doing an amazing job.
Thank
But
you.
before we get started, did you always know that you would end up here?
No, at first, at my early ages, if you asked me, I would tell you, what do you want to become, Don? I would say I want to become a lawyer. But as I grew up, after finishing Form 4 in Moranga High School back in the year 2019, that's when I decided to venture into farming. I started with coriander farming, that is crop farming. So at that time, we had COVID-19. It's around 2020. So
another lesson, literally, which is, again, I keep saying, if you pick in every of these videos, is every farmer, or it's just like business, you know, again, it's a business, not just like, it's a business. There's trial and error, because if it started with coriander, for him to venture into this, I still believe maybe he's doing coriander. But yes, there's always something you have to start with before you grow bigger. And I keep saying you have to look at it on long-term benefits.
People were at their homes. So 2020 January, that's when I started the coriander farming back in my ancestral land.
Yeah.
The corianders are planted in beds. So I had 70 beds of the corianders.
Yes.
And each bed could give me around 2,000. So it was January. It was during a dry season. So the dry season, the corianders don't do well.
Okay.
So because they had the water, I watered them well.
Yes.
So after the growth, it was about the Eid al-Fitr. So we were taking the corianders to the market. That's when I got my first good money. The 70 beds, each giving me 2,000.
Wow,
it came to around 140,000.
Yeah.
That's when at that time, the cows were not this expensive. A good cow could go for around 80, 70,000.
Okay, so you just mentioned about the prices of cows, which is where I left yesterday, and we're supposed to be checking the prices of cows. So let's see, how much is a cow? What's the price? Let me just see what's the price. What's the price of cows in Kenya? Okay, so according to Google, in Kenya, cow prices range from 25,000 Kenyan shillings. That is for a young calf. 25,000 Kenyan shillings, that should be around $230. Let's see. I think so. Let's see. 25,000. Yeah, let's see. 25,000. Not that. Okay, that's 190. Let's say 94, 93, 93. Yeah, $193. So that is for a young calf. Wow, that's expensive. That's quite expensive. Not really expensive, but yeah. If again, actually, it's not really expensive. That is for a calf though. To over 300,000 for higher yielding dairy cows or pure breed beef bulls. Yeah, bulls. I talked about the bulls yesterday. We call them Oxens. I don't know. Bulls. And then the cost change based on the breed. Of course, I mentioned about that too. I do believe the breed also matters. The age, the health condition, because yes, there are cows which they have bad health conditions. You can see the ribs literally. They're not healthy, they're not eating. You just see the ribs all the way. So health also matters of a cow, and whether the cow produces milk or meat. Wow, that is actually amazing. So generally, calves, which is 0 to 2 months, 25,000 to 35,000, which you can raise, and then later if it's a female, take it to your neighbor who has a male cow, and then it gets pregnant and you come back with it. Literally, that's how they do it. And then we have winner calves, 3 to 6 months, 45,000 to 60,000. And then in calf heifers, we have from 120,000 to 260,000 Kenyan shillings higher if close to calving. And then we have lactating cows. That is, of course, now the ones that are producing milk. That is 20 to 25 liters a day. We have it goes for 130,000 Kenyan shillings to 180,000 Kenyan shillings. Actually, that is not really bad money. If you do this is not actually, this is a good investment. And then for maybe for the ones that can give you beef or meat, literally, they range from 30,000, and the higher grade goes for 200,000 Kenyan shillings. Wow, actually, it's not really a bad price. Personally, if I had a place to keep it, problem with Africa is just relatives. I'm telling you, I just can't trust anyone. I have trust issues personally. I really have big trust issues with people. So, I would have, if let's say maybe someone like my mom left us a land and we have like a shamba boy there, I'd actually buy like a calf and then put it there. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's the prices. Those are the prices.
Okay, Kwani, how much is it now?
For now, it's around 200,000 to 250,000.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for now, cows are expensive.
All right, we will get there.
Yeah.
So you got the cows were going for around 70 to 80 Gs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
They were in calf. The in calf figures.
Yes.
That means it remains with some.
Never seen a cow drinking milk.
Days to give birth. So that's when
I mean, unless it's the mother's milk, but anyway.
I went for the 2 and I started milking. When milking, we have a cooperative here that we take our milk in. So I continued to take my milk there. So the milk is paid monthly. So I could take my milk there, but monthly I couldn't take my money from the bank. So I told them, convert the money into shares.
Oh, okay.
So slowly they converted into shares. Around September, I had a good amount of shares there, because if one cow at that time could give me around 25 liters, they were 2.
Yes.
So in a day, I could get around 50 liters. 50 liters.
I'm surprised is really milking this cow without tying the legs, Damn. I don't know what was wrong with me then, because that cow kicked the shit out of me, man. Shout out to you, Jibajaba Karibu San. I hope you're doing great today.
Multiply. At that time, liter was going for around 50 bob. So in a day, you get around 2,500 times 30 days, it's around 60 Gs.
Yeah.
That was good money.
Okay.
I converted it for the 6 months. It was around 300,000. 300,000, I went there. I applied for a loan.
Okay.
They gave me the loan times 3.
Okay.
Your total number of shares times 3. That's where I collected my first good money, the 900,000. It's around 2020, August, September.
That's almost $1 million. Oh my God.
I collected the first money. I constructed a small cowshed, a wooden one.
Still at your dad's place?
Yeah, it's my dad's place. It's around here, Githunguri. It's down here. So I constructed my first wooden cowshed, of which I kept. Now I bought some more cows. I bought some, I think five cows, which were still in calf.
Yes.
So at the end of the year, I was milking around 10 cows.
At the end of the year, you had 10 cows.
At the end of year 2020, I had 10 cows.
All right.
So I was taking good milk to the cooperative.
How healthy they look. Oh my God, they look so beautiful. They're just healthy. So healthy. So this number one, of course, yes, God damn, it really looks healthy.
As I pay my loan, because so you are paying the loan through the milk.
Yes.
So the more you are going, the more you are adding the cows, the more you are paying the loan and getting some profits.
Okay.
So I went growing. I tried poultry farming, but it was a bit tricky.
What was tricky about it?
Poultry farming is a bit tricky.
Yeah.
To those who know me, I had some videos of the poultry farm.
Yeah.
But it's a bit tricky because the cost of production of the egg is very high. You find the cost of feed is a bit high. When I was starting, you find a sack of layers was around 2,800. Around 2022, it was around 4,200.
Almost double.
Yeah. So you find no profits are being gotten there. And then one thing about poultry farming, they don't have cooperative that defend the farmer. It's you alone. It's you with your chicken. Find the market, find the best food for your chicken, do the labor, but nobody's protecting you unless the milk production. Because in the milk production, you just milk your milk, take it to the cooperative, stop with the milk. You will be paid end month. We did the dairy farming in our homestead for some years. Back in the year 2025.
I remember my uncle, one of my uncles who I grew up with and had all this around, also had chickens. One day we woke up, all the chickens were dead. All of them. And he was the only one actually who could enter there, like literally. We had, it was really like a really cute chicken house. Warm, with lights, everything that is required. But one day we woke up, they're just dead. So maybe it's kind of tricky keeping chickens, maybe.
I think it's last year, January. It's when we got this land. This land we purchased at around 3.3, everything included plus the exchange.
3.3 million for just this piece of land. Hey, Kenya. This small.
It came to around 3.3.
The 100 by 100?
Yeah, this 100 by 100.
Okay.
It came to around 3.3.
It looks small, maybe by just looking at it because it's on the screen. Maybe it's big.
3. That's when we started, around April, we started the construction of this cowshed.
Okay.
The cowshed took some money, which we had gotten. All those money, it's because we cleared the poultry, the whole poultry farm, now to invest into this area.
Okay.
We constructed this cowshed at around April.
Yes.
At around mwezi wa tano, we started stocking the cows. We started with this side. The whole of last year, if you came to this farm, it had only this side.
All right.
But slowly, we were able to purchase now this side.
Okay.
And now we say, inshallah, we build more cowshed and we keep more cows, because the more the milk, the more they pay.
Yeah. I'm loving your journey, not only because you've been very, very resilient about it, but also because you had a vision and you knew, let me shift from this. This is not working, but this might work. But again, you are 24 right now, and I know this is not about the age, but
I'm 24.
You are 24 actually, right? But looking back, you started this around 2019. What inspired you to say, Lynn, let me give up this lawyer dream that I have. Maybe let me focus on farming, especially livestock farming. Walk me through your mind. What inspired that?
In 2020, I also joined university.
Yes.
I did accounting and finance in the Cooperative University of Kenya. I graduated back in the year 2023.
Congratulations.
As I was doing still these businesses.
All right.
So I could go to the class. Bahati, the classes were online classes because of COVID. So our whole course, we did it online. So I could say, why stay at home and I'm not doing something? And I had the goal because if at all my father raised us, the four of us, the five of us, if at all he raised us with 5 cows, whatever I did it in a large way, most of the people are doing it in small scale.
Yes.
And still getting some profits. Why don't you do it in large scale and get more the money? Because the more you have the cows, the more the money.
The more the milk,
the more
the money. Another thing you've spoken about, you started with that part only. And then now you pivoted to this part. Could you walk me through that as a farmer? Why is it important for you to always, think ahead? Because I can even tell the way this was constructed, you had left room for growth. Could you walk me for expansion? And also, who did this wonderful shed right here?
As a farmer, you always aspire for more shilling. Because you'll find I have milked these liters this month, I've gotten this money. So whatever I add 2 cows, whatever I add 3 cows, the money goes increasing. So at the start, we started with this side. This side we had only 5 cows actually when starting. Last year, mwezi wa tano, we had 5 cows. But we went increasing slowly because still the circle, you have the shares still. You boost the share as well so that you acquire another good loan.
Yes.
Then with the loan, we filled this side with the 18 cows. We had 5, so we had to purchase 13 using the loans.
Yes.
And remember, I told you the cows prices now are a bit high. And the reason we were able to purchase the cows, we go with the doctor. He checks the cows for us and he tells us that cow is good to purchase. Leave that one. Purchase that one. So with that one, we purchased some cows, and they have been growing well, and we have been producing the milk well. Because now, once we purchase the other cows, these that were milking, the 18 of them, they are paying the loan, and the profits we get, we buy one cow to the other side.
Yes.
Until now we are full.
All right.
Yeah.
I love how open you are about loans, but there are people who are very skeptical about loans. They are like, hey, leave me in a loan, imagine a mafuta, right? When you are going for a loan as a farmer, what should you really consider?
It's very easy, especially if you are a dairy farmer. Because for the employed people, they are told, bring your pay slip. For me, the farmer, I will be told, bring for me your milk production, your milk statement for the last 6 months. You qualify for the loan.
Yes.
That easy. They just come, see, you are producing the milk. You are taking the milk to the cooperative. You qualify for the loan. And it's that easy.
All right.
So end month, your milk pay will be cut and they pay their loan.
You don't fear loans?
You don't fear because you must be a risk taker. And if we feared loans, we couldn't invest into the poultry farming. We couldn't be able to purchase this land, and we could be having started growth. Yeah.
All right. Another area I've seen that you took very seriously was the pivoting in terms of land. Of course, there was where you started, and now there's where you are. You are still expanding into another property. Why was that important for you to step out of your father's comfort zone and say, man, me sasa ni don, let me figure something out for myself?
So if today you came as Lynn and found my father's homestead over there, you could say all this is supported by the parents. That is always the mentality. So I had to go out, do my things, and I want to treat this place as a factory, as a milk producing factory. In future, we could make feeds from here. We could process our own milk. That's the biggest goal we have. Here in Yangdon, we are doing all these operations in 100 by 100 for now. Was it not for the expansion, we were doing it in 100 by 100, which is a very small space holding many cows. So because we don't have those finances to buy the big lands, which require more money, we lease lands from the local community, which we plant our napier, we plant our grass, the feeds for the cows.
Yes.
But if you have a big land, you can utilize it, because like feeding all these cows, you need around 10 acres of land, of which the land that we have listed is about 4 acres. So we are less, around 6 acres. So if you are there, you have a big piece of land. It's very possible and very easy, because the main feed of this cow is the grass. Cows were created to feed on grass.
Let's get into the type of cows that you have. Could you tell us the type of cows that you have, and why did you specifically choose this kind of cow, this type of cow?
We have some breeds of cattle. We have the Frisian, we have the Jersey, we have the Guernsey, and nowadays we have the Girolado. With all those breeds, the best breed to keep in your farm is the Frisian. Because why? Frisian has more milk, but not that quality. Jersey has medium milk.
Frisian has
a lot of milk, but not the quality. Has not that much butter content.
Okay.
So because in Kenya, for now, the more the milk, the more the quantity, the more they pay. Was it that we were being paid by quality? All the whole of this cow shed could be having Jersey, Ashers, Guernsey, the red cows.
Yes.
But because for now in Kenya, the more the milk, the more they pay.
Yes.
That's why you can see all the cows here are Frisian.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the Frisian cows, I've seen your feed. Let's talk first about the shed structure. What should a farmer look for, and what qualifies as a good shed, the way we have right now?
For a beginner, we first of all say, if you want to start dairy farming, you start with a small shed.
Okay.
Start with a timber shed, because metal is expensive. Metal is not 1 bob, it's not 2 bob. It's very expensive. So for a beginner, we always advise, before starting with the metal cow shed, this should be an expansion plan. But if you want to start in an easy way, start with a wooden structure, go developing slowly, then you in future shift to a metallic cow shed. This cow shed is separated in some portions. We have, this is the trough. This is where we put our feed. This is the plate of the cow. Then we have the resting area, which is concreted here, where they stand when feeding. Then we have the sleeping area. The sleeping area should have sawdust. We prefer sawdust. That's their mattresses.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of feed, what do you feed them to make sure that you're also getting the milk you want?
One thing, the cow feeds on grass. It can feed on grass and still survives. But we are not here for the cow survival. We are here for the milk production.
Yes.
So the cow should survive and give us milk. So in feeding the cow, you need the grass. The first thing is grass.
Yes.
Then you need the concentrate near It's the dairy meal, the maize germ, and the bran.
Yeah, brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the dairy meal.
Yes.
Those are the dry concentrates. Then another important thing you need in the farm, it's the supplements. The supplement ni chumvi. Sasa ni kama sukari kwa mwanadamu, sukari, chumvi.
The white one we used.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the supplements. Hiyo unga ndo tunaitanga chumvi.
All right.
Yeah.
In terms of diseases, what are some of the diseases that they get? Do you vaccinate? Could you walk us around that for someone who is starting at their starting point and they need those details?
The cow has some diseases. It's not a walk in the park. You must face some diseases. So there are 3 types of diseases in a cow. There are viral diseases, there are bacterial diseases, and there are nutritional diseases. The viral diseases, we have 3 of them. We have the lumpy disease, we have the foot and mouth, and we have the anthrax.
Okay.
All of those, so that you can mitigate them, you have to vaccinate your cows each and every year once. We have the second disease we face in the farm.
Yes.
And I believe the vaccination is talking about definitely is not what Ruto and his people are pushing. I'm trying to also understand that, because each animal has, I do believe that it has its own vaccination or way of treating, way of treatment. I don't believe it's that Ruto type of vaccination. Nah.
Are the bacterial diseases. The bacterial diseases are mastitis mostly. Mastitis caused by not putting enough hygiene in your cow.
Yes.
Or if one milks and leaves some milks in the under, the milk causes some bacteria in the
Yeah.
under, then you face mastitis.
Mm.
And mastitis is very, very expensive to treat. One cow can use around 20,000 to treat one teat which has mastitis.
Yes.
So you should be careful not to develop the mastitis. It can make you finish your farm. Then the last diseases that face the cow is the nutritional diseases. The nutritional diseases we have, e.g., milk fever. Milk fever is where a cow, once it gives birth, it inashindwa kuamka. That's what we call the milk fever. Yeah.
All right. It's raining, guys. So if you hear some nini nikamvua, but the main business here is the milk, but you also have calves like Blessing here. What do you do, Zikiza?
The main business here is milk production.
Yes.
And also we help people manage their farms, and we help people who want to have the knowledge. We have some classes that we do here.
Okay.
So they come, they learn on how to keep the cows. Because one thing I tell you about dairy farming, don't venture into the investment because it's capital intensive. So don't venture into it if you don't have enough knowledge. You must have enough knowledge. It's not a trial and error thing. Because if you purchase one cow at around 300,000,
yes,
then it comes and dies.
Yeah.
No, that's a big loss.
Imagine a very big one. So you can imagine, literally, just to show you again what this man is feeling, you know, because a cow is expensive, and these are whole growth. So dang, he saved probably 200,000 Kenyan shillings to buy a car, only to find someone who poisoned it, man. Oh my God. No. No.
3 cows, it's about 1 million.
Yes.
Why go the loss?
Imagine.
So have knowledge. Know what the cow consumes. Know how to keep your cow. And with that, you are ready to go. But if you have no knowledge, don't venture into it. The calves, sometimes we sell the bigger cows.
All right.
Sometimes when we are having more cows and we see the feeds are depreciating, we remove some. We sell to the other farmers who want to start dairy farming, and also we help farmers to source for good cows.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the cow shed, we constructed it. We started with a good plan. I am the one who did the plan. So, but the fundis are the ones who are doing the wall over there. They did it for me. We came up with a plan.
Yeah.
We came up with the quote, and we just sourced for some fundis who could do it for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
The material.
Yeah.
For it not to rust,
Yeah.
what do you do?
You must paint the material well. We have it galvanized.
Oh, it's galvanized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we do the first coating of the paint.
Yeah.
Then we do the last coating, which is the blue one you can see.
All right.
Yeah.
In terms of milk production,
Yeah.
how much milk do you get in a day if you are open about it?
For the milk in a day for now, we are producing around 400 to 500 liters
In a day.
in a day.
And how much do you sell a liter?
For now, we are doing a liter at around 50 bob.
So that's like how much?
In a day, you correct around 25 Gs.
25 Gs.
Yeah.
So when you remove the feeds,
25 Gs, the
the
cow
labor,
consumes 40%.
40%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the labor now?
Everything included, the labor,
Eh.
the feeds, the electricity, the water, everything
40%.
included. Remove the 40%.
You are saving 60%.
Yeah, you save the 60%.
Okay.
That's why you could afford a fast growth
Yeah.
using the dairy animals.
All right.
Yeah.
Being a young person and working with other people around, how do you make sure that you are keeping it professional? And do you encounter some people being like, he's too young, so we can maybe talk to him the way we want to talk to him? How do you navigate that?
I'm very friendly, and most of the workers we have employed, all of them are young people. I believe in working with young people because I mentor him, he mentors me. I mentor him, he mentors me. So it's a growth, it's a gradual thing. For now, we have a team of around 15 guys who are under Young Don Farm. We have a construction team that does the cow sheds, which we do. Like for now, they are in Uganda doing one for the client.
They're in Uganda.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have a big team And all of them, nobody has hit that big age.
Yes.
So I prefer working with young people because we want to mentor each other and grow together. If the guy sees what you are doing and he sees your progress, he will also be motivated.
Yes.
Some have left this farm, went started their own farms, and also we have supported.
Yes.
So it's a give thing.
Yeah.
I give you, you give me. Yeah.
But I've also seen you work with your wife.
Yeah.
How is that like working with your partner and pushing the vision forward together?
Working with my partner has been one of the things I have loved most.
Yes.
And it has helped me a lot because you don't make decisions alone. You must consult her so that you can make the decision.
Yeah.
And if I was the only one doing it, it could be a bit tough because you will find her here in the morning around 4, looking after the guys. Because one thing about young Don, he loves sleep.
Yes.
So you'll find
you love sleep.
Yeah, you'll find me sleeping for more hours.
Yes.
Waking up at around 9.
Yeah.
But she was here at 4. So you see the help, it's mutual. She helps me in the morning, I help her in the evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is really beautiful. Yeah. How does the future look like for this farm?
Before the end of this year, we approximate 1,000 liters a day.
Wow.
That's our target.
Yes.
Before December this year.
It's double this.
Yeah. Which you say it's possible and very possible.
Yes.
Even with these cows, if we made them produce more milk, we could hit the 1,000 liters. But that's why we say you learn every day. I learn from that farm, I learn from that farm. Then one day, because for now at average, our cows are producing 25 to 30 liters per day. But we need around 35, 40 liters, of which we have not yet achieved the 40 liter in our farm.
Per cow.
Yeah, per cow. For now, we are at around 30, the highest. But we aspire that those cows we hear they produce 40 liters. We also aspire that one day we will have one cow producing 40 liters. And with the few cows, we will also hit the 1,000 liters. We believe before the end of this year.
Okay. What's the greatest life lesson you've learned in all this?
In all this, it's always be gradual. Always think the future and never lose hope. Because at one day, I was down because the time the poultry brought some problem, I had invested a lot. I had 4,000 birds. I have a video here in YouTube that I showcase the 4,000 birds. But you find the profits were so minimal. And yet I had invested a lot of money. I had invested a lot to construct the bird's house, but I didn't find any profit. But I would advise somebody there, before venturing into any farming, first of all, find knowledge. It's very easy to do it simple.
I keep saying that.
There is a
It should be common knowledge.
Simple way of doing this farming. It's very easy and very, very convincing to do it when having the knowledge. Yeah.
And also, looking maybe as we wind up, so many people out there, young people, have been convinced that, agriculture hakuna kitu hapo, farming hakuna kitu hapo, and they are lost in the city. They are lost, they are looking for jobs day in, day out, they are depressed. What would you love to tell them?
Because we are here and we are in the farm, let's do a quick mathematics.
Let's do it.
For now, I'm milking 20 cows. Each cow is giving me 25 liters. So in a day, we are producing 500 liters. 500 liters times 50 bob per liter, that's around 25,000.
Yes.
25,000 times monthly, we are paid monthly, times 30 days, that's around 750,000. Then remove the 40%.
Yeah.
The 40% will come to around 300,000.
Yeah.
So from 750, remove the 300,000. What's your profit?
450.
Which work will you be employed today and get the 450,000 as a young guy? It's very simple. Just feed your cow, remove the milk, go sell the milk, get the cash. That is.
Wow. Yeah. Cool money, clean money.
Clean money. Na ujabishana na mtu, haujaenda tao, hakuna noise pollution, uko huku tu ukipiga tu haso zako.
Yes.
Unasema tu ni God na no kugeria.
Na no kugeria.
Na no kugeria.
As you pivot.
Yeah.
As you pivot.
Yeah.
But let me wind up.
Yeah.
There are so many people watching this and they would love to come here and learn.
Yeah.
Do you have farm tours?
Yeah.
And also for the people who would love maybe to buy a cow and people who would want to interact with you, how can they go about that?
One thing we don't do, we don't sell a cow to a person who has not yet come. First of all, come learn. Because I would sell you this cow right now producing 30 liters. Then after 1 week, you call back saying it's producing 20 liters. You have lost the 10 liters.
Yes.
Why? Because you don't know what we are feeding them.
Yeah, exactly. You have to you have to learn from them how they are maintaining that cow's health, which is very important.
Cow. So we advise people before going to purchase a cow, first of all, come see us feeding the cow, so that when you take it to your home, it will produce the same amount of milk. So if anybody who is there wants to learn, to come and learn from here, who wants to come purchase a cow, we are open.
Yes.
And we are ready to help, especially to the young people. To the young people, we always encourage you. Let's be farmers. Let's be productive.
Yes.
Produce your own things, sell them, get the pay.
Good.
Yeah.
How can people contact you?
Yeah, so this is actually very, very amazing. Just at 24, imagine you're literally multiplying, earning millions, and expanding, not just even earning alone, you are expanding your business. It's really, really inspiring. I see, Jibajaba, you're saying African cows are well mannered. Yeah, until you meet like the one that knocked me out. Yeah, they are mannered. These ones are mannered, because also there are people who, like I believe for him, cows, there's like how they're trained just a little bit. It's not really that complex, but yeah, once they get used to the farmer, it's easy to actually maneuver or work with it. But it's just like a dog, I'm gonna give it like that. It's just like a dog. You see, when a dog is not familiar with you, it will bark. It will bark at you. It wants to bite you, But when a dog is familiar with you, it welcomes you. It wiggles the tail. It welcomes you home. So it's the same literally thing. A cow, I think for me, because I went trying to experience something that I don't do, trying to milk a cow, like, you playing with me? I was knocked out. Shit. So yeah, this is actually something very, very beautiful, and I hope you've learned something about it. But I see time is not going to allow me to share the other video from the South African farmers, but maybe we can do that on Monday. But before we get closer to winding up, we have some few information coming from other countries, not just Kenya. We have Senegal, where 3 TikTokers have been jailed because of posting a video that criticizes the president. For me, this is how you see dictatorship already in a country, and tells you already clearly why Osman Sonko, of course, was fired, number one, as a vice president, because this man doesn't want to be criticized or called out, because definitely the things he promised to deliver is not doing, number one. Secondly, working, of course, with white people, and all that. The Senegalese court has sentenced 3 TikTokers, influencers, to prison for posts that allegedly insulted President Bassirou Diomaye Faye. The ruling has triggered criticisms from those who say it reflects growing concerns over freedom of expression and online speech in Senegal. The 3 influencers work in an online content platform. Some observers say that the platform's content is favorable towards former Prime Minister Osman Sonko, of course, and the leader of the party. And the case comes as tensions rise within Senegal's ruling political camp following the public split between Diomaye Faye and Sonko, who were once close allies. Faye recently launched his own political party, further deepening divisions between the 2 political figures. And of course, why people love this? They love to see this. That is what they like. When we're divided, they love to see this. When we have more political parties that are being formed to keep us actually divided, bet they're celebrating and clapping hands. We've done it. We have done it. So I don't know how Sonko, currently being the one, of course, in charge in the parliament, how they're going to take over from this man. Otherwise, Senegal is going to be sinking into more crisis than it is right now, literally. And much more conversation also coming from Uganda. We have the Ugandans, members of parliament, who voted to deploy soldiers for peacekeeping in Gaza. It's crazy. Again, another country that has zero freedom of speech, zero freedom of nothing, a country that is so undeveloped. Why do Africans worry about matters that don't concern them? These puppets, of course, it's the white men.
Uganda's parliament passed a motion on Thursday supporting President Museveni's decision to deploy soldiers to the Gaza Strip. The troops will join the UN-mandated International Stabilization Force tasked with securing the territory and overseeing its redevelopment following the devastating Israel-Hamas war.
You should be very, very proud as Ugandans.
Why?
That Uganda People's Defense Forces is viewed as the anchor of stability in a sea of turbulence regionally and now globally.
Wow. Wow. Round of applause, please, for Museveni. Yes. Round of applause for Museveni and Captain Crunch. Kid sent me a funny video of Captain Crunch. And Captain Crunch, you know, the general himself. Wow. Didn't we just mention this week these people celebrating also the ceremony or memorial of Netanyahu's brother? Oh, wow. I literally don't have words. I don't know what to say. At this point, Ugandans are the problem. That's all I'm going to say. At this point, Ugandans are the problem. At this point. You can't make this up. I don't know how to explain. I don't even know what to say about this. The people are watching. Of course, another country where there's no freedom of expression, just like Kenya, how it has turned, Tanzania the same. Many countries, it's a copy and paste. Oh, wow. Yeah, I see some faces here, how they look crazy. But anyway.
It isn't yet known why Uganda agreed to deploy in Gaza, and some opposition lawmakers have questioned the motives behind the decision.
Why not go to Sudan? Why not go to DRC Congo, where women are being raped and killed? Why not go help the Alliance Sahel state, which is trying to stabilize security? Oh, okay. But all the way to Gaza? I literally have no words.
Co has also pledged troops for the ISF. Last week, US President Trump announced a roadmap for Hamas to disarm and for Israel to withdraw its forces from the territory before the ISF is deployed.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Museveni. Shout out to Museveni. He does it every single time. Every single time. Our last conversation of the day, we have Chad, which is ready to welcome France back less than 2 years, after cutting military ties. Now, that's why I said I don't believe this country and any decision they make. Recently, of course, they talked about visa-free entry for all Africans, which is quite positive and amazing. Recently, they also withdrew also from the ICC, and I was like, wow, probably now this country actually is moving somewhere. You know, I was like, wait, finally we have a country willing to join the Alliance Sahel state, and they have taken step by step. Oh, but no, don't be too quick to praise these people, because there's always something cooking around the corner. They'll shock you when you celebrate too early. They will shock you. Less than 2 years after ending decades of military cooperation with France and ordering French troops to leave, Chad is signaling that it is ready to rebuild its relationship again with its former colonial power. The renewed partnership is expected to focus on areas such as military training, intelligence sharing, indeed, and security cooperation, rather than the large permanent troop presence that existed in the past. What's the difference? The shift reflects Chad's evolving security priorities as it faces growing regional threats and seeks a more balanced partnership based on mutual respect and national sovereignty. And then there's an idiot on the comment, of course he's white from the profile, says better France than the Chinese or the Russians. Yeah, none of them are good. All the same people. Different courts, same behavior. Literally. But yes, that has been our conversation for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed, of course, especially the first segment, and you've learned something about that. Personally, again, I've grown up into farming of cows, and I have a lot of information. I saw you are asking, let me go to the comments. You're asking about manure. I don't think he didn't mention selling manure. Probably he does. And if he doesn't, definitely that's a plus profit for him. Maybe with the other farms he has, he takes this manure and goes to the farms he has, because he was just talking here about dairy farming. So most probably maybe back at his dad's house, there's some things he's doing apart from just this. You never know, he's smart. So I do believe it's not going to waste. I do believe that. And one thing about the cow manure, it never expires. That's the good part. It never expires. It never expires, and it doesn't even smell weird. Just a cow dung at the end of the day. And then I also see you saying my grandparents said after they'd milk the cow, and it would put the hoof in the bucket like it knew it. Oh, okay. And then Shatijra Mosquito, hope you're doing great today. Says in London the cows eat McDonald's. Okay. You're saying in London the cows eat McDonald's. Wow, that's crazy. It says kind of looks like the Holstein cows that are over here. The red ones, those are expensive, man. Those are really like expensive cows. It's actually very rare to find anyone with those kind of cows that he mentioned. The red looking like ones, the brown ones, it's very, very rare. You'll find people with the black ones that he has mostly actually. It's very rare to find because they're expensive. They're very expensive. And Jomsy says it will be good if they could also invest the milk pumping machine. Actually, there's another video I was watching of another lady who also has like now 100 cows, has over 100 cows, and for her she uses the milk pumping machine. So yeah, it's not like some people don't. And if you have, of course, people who are helping you, it's not really that bad to milk. And being Africans, that is what we've been born doing. So I don't know, but there are people who are using it. Don't get me wrong. Jiba says it probably saw those long fingernails and said she ain't milking me. I didn't have nails by then. Literally, I was super young, like super, super young. I just loved being in the field of animals. It was just super, super cute, especially playing with goats until they flip you. It's fun, it's really, really fun. Or chasing the chicken like all around the house. It's just so fun. I don't know, just some stupid stuff. And says the Angus breed is popular over here. Let me see, the Angus, not the Angus. Let me see which one is that. Then we wrap it up there. Let me see. Oh, ooh. I was to share another. Let me show you this one before I leave. Let me show you the bullfight I wanted to show you guys yesterday. The bullfight in Kakamega. I'll show you this yesterday. Oh, this is so big. This is like a really big one. Let me share my screen. No, we don't have that here, General Jibajaba. We don't really have that one here. We don't have this one here. Maybe we do, but I've never seen it. Maybe we do, I'm assuming, but I've never seen it. Man, this is big. It looks like oh no. This is huge. I'm impressed actually, but it's so big. Oh no. That is so huge. This one is cute. This one is cute. And then we have, okay. No, we don't have this one. Man, no. If you find something like that, no, I'm running for my life. No way. No. No. But let me see if I can share that bullfight that I wanted to show you guys yesterday. Then I wind up this one, just a short one.
From the quiet of a rural homestead in western Kenya emerges a living legend. They call him Shakahola, a hulking force of muscle and menace, his hooves drumming warnings into the earth. Hours before the match, Shakahola is given his daily dose of napier grass, water, and a concoction of traditional herbs, believed to make him stronger than his peers.
You see how big this is? That is almost compared. Now I'm scared of this. I'm not messing around with it.
Led gently by rope, he moves with the confidence of a warrior who knows today is destiny. His owner, Josephat Milimo, watches closely as the bull is loaded onto a truck, a ritual moment before battle. Fans climb aboard, others trail behind on motorbikes, escorting their champion like a royal procession. The convoy snakes through Kakamega's countryside.
It's crazy because they take this so personal. This is so serious. Like I said, I think they bet money. Either they bet money or whoever loses it that gives up his car. I don't know how it works though. But they take it so serious. See how serious it is?
Towards an arena already humming with anticipation. From above, the bullfight.
A big crowd. Oh my God. For just a bullfight? Yeah, but I watch like the Mexican ones. Is it that I think the Mexicans go crazy with these kind of bullfights? Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. I think it's the Mexicans, right? They do this kind of stuff. There's some that Kamlesh used to watch a lot, and they're like, wow, they're crazy. The bullfights that I think it's the Mexicans. Wow, that's a big crowd.
The ground looks like a living heartbeat. Thousands packed shoulder to shoulder, waiting for horns to clash.
Wow.
At first, we fought against a bull named Promise, and the match did not go well. I was cheated out of victory, so I vowed to get a rematch.
And he got it. Promise is an extraordinary beast himself.
Wow, they're so close. Oh my God.
Seasoned and feared, he's been unbeaten for years. And then they're off.
Oh my God.
Horns lock, dust explodes,
no.
muscle meets muscle. For 3 relentless minutes, the earth becomes a battlefield. Then
I love the one telling the story. She's really exaggerating it so good. Like,
and it all ends suddenly. Promise has had enough. He turns and runs away, leaving Shakahola standing alone, victorious. His supporters surge forward, surrounding him in song and dance.
Wow.
I spoke to the bull and told him, you are going to face the bull that beat you last time, so I do not want him to beat you today. In fact, I had told Shakahola to send it to the butchery for slaughter. Promise just got lucky and evaded the knife.
So what exactly is going on here? Sociologists say bullfighting has deep roots among the Luya people.
Yep.
Once a post-harvest celebration, but now a growing sport drawing young people from across Kenya. It seems to have built a momentum of its own.
In the case of bullfighting, an interesting sport that is found in Western Kenya, mostly held after harvest, to celebrate the harvest. And so society came together, giving thanks, but enjoying at the same time. So what would happen is 2 bulls from 2 different groups would come and would want to see, or they would want to see, what the strengths of the bull are. There was a winner and not necessarily a loser, because what happened is that the loser would say, next time I will get you. That kept the spirit of society going.
Supporters dance, chant, and travel hundreds of kilometers to witness the spectacle, searching for belonging, identity, and tradition.
Today we have come all the way from Kiambu County.
Wow.
We have come to
Are you kidding me? All the way from Kiambu to Western Kenya just because of this? Shit.
Experience this one big thing. We did not know that is a big thing, but today we have experienced one of the best. It's a good thing. I'm planning in future to bring my good friends to come and see what bullfighting is.
I have just arrived today for bullfighting. I was not around. It is in my blood, so I cannot miss it. I have come from far, by the way, all the way from Nairobi for bullfighting.
As even
Keith out there, you saying I don't know what the hell this is. Come on, this No way. Didn't you hear it's a big deal? You just had it from the people. It's a big deal. But let me show the one you're saying. Are you kidding me? Let me show the one you're saying. Yeah, this is the one that I was mentioning. Is it
तो ट्रेवर भाई आ गया है.
Is it Spain or Mexican?
ट्विटर रेंट से भी ज्यादा ड्रामा से भरा है. स्पेनिश बुल फाइटिंग. अब जज करने से पहले सुनो, ये बस कुछ लोग बैल को छेड़ने वाली बात नहीं है. ये एक पूरा कल्चरल फिनोमिना है. जैसे स्पेन बिना बुल फाइटिंग के ऐसा है.
Hey, I don't know what you're saying, man. Can you talk some language? Just show us something we can see, something we understand.
The bullfighter Daniel Azona is ready.
Okay.
Well, Borja Jimenez goes to the door of Chicanos, to the door of Toriles to receive this bull on his knees at Porta Gallela. The afternoon is getting exciting, intense, and now the hearts of many fans are in a state of uncertainty.
What is this about the disposition of the bull, right? Because whether you like it or not, you know that you have 3 bulls in there, and the first one probably came out in mind from the hotel.
David, I'm going to the door of Chiqueros for the first bull, and this is not going to make me change anything. God willing, he has luck, and that he hits the long one well, and that the line develops normally. Well, what a peculiar way with his arms, without holding the cape, provoking or drawing the attention of the bull that is slow to come out. What moments must Borja Jimenez be experiencing?
Phew, that's eternal. I imagine it must be eternal. That face of concentration. This already has so much merit that he must already feel a sense of satisfaction inside. Say, I'm here on my knees, even though I'm having such a bad time, but I've had the ability to come here. Now, God willing, as I said before, that he hits it hard and that he gets the triumph he deserves. Right now, just a race to time and the willingness to be there.
The look on Juan Antonio Ruiz Espartaco's face and
White people are crazy.
on his brother, the bullfighter Javier Jimenez.
Crazy.
The bulls in Pamplona that always come out very quickly.
Well, this time he's not having a quinario because he's been kneeling in front of the bull ring door for a long time. It must be very hard to be there kneeling.
It's not coming out. Okay.
Out, it said he wasn't ready. And now they've given the order, and there comes the bull.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, he threw himself to the ground, practically trampling Borja Jimenez. Moment.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Media, watch out, Borja.
Watch out. Oh, weighs a lot there, huh?
Who do they give this shit? They must be sniffing these things with some cocaine now. Some cocaine. Because you've had for Kenya, they give them herbs.
A bull with a bald head, but tremendously thin horn. It's the rough bull, black between bald, spotted, wrong with the number 46, 55 kilograms in weight. Another 4-year-old bull with the number 9.
A very long bull. The bull is serious, but he's shorter than the previous one. He's better built.
The fans are singing the traditional songs for the second bull. The king.
Feet together.
I don't have any.
This is not even intense. I've seen some intense ones, like really, really intense ones. Let's see this one. Let's take a look at one. Damn, my internet is slow. I knew you were going to comment some shit, Keith, so keep calm.
Y buen pitón el prieto de la cal. Raquela. Ahí vale. Allá. Bien. Bien, por otro tenido bien. La abierto con paz. Ahí va. Arriba. ¡Bueno! ¡Qué bonito! Precioso, trompeta, precioso.
Still not finding one that is super intense. I'm gonna play. Yeah. I don't know, man. This is crazy. This is so crazy. This is crazy. No way. No. I don't have 9 lives. I'm not a cat. I'm not messing with my life like that. Like you had the Africans, the villagers are always watching. The villagers are always watching, waiting for that moment. So I'm not, hey, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not really doing that. But much love, family. Join us in a few. We're going to be coming back with the Rhythm Scoop Show as we talk about arts, entertainment, and culture. What has been happening, of course, throughout the week. Joby says he comes in after the torture and stab the bull for hours, piecing it off. Oh. And then John Mostly says that the one in Mexico, they ride on a bull to avoid getting tossed off. And yeah. That's the one I was saying. Yeah, that's the one. That's always crazy, like really crazy. And Kid says exactly John Mosquito, but you bet not call Spanish person a Mexican. Yeah, we talked about that on Wednesday. John Mosquito says the bull represents nature or natural people. Oh, okay. And we can share that tonight. Today it's Friday. We can have an easy Friday. We'll see what we're gonna be talking about, and maybe I might include some of those videos later on if we're gonna be talking about something interesting. See also Keith says, and the bulls is supposed to be black, and the bull is supposed to be black people, and the black moors being conquered by white people. Okay, that's beautiful information. But yes, that has been my time this amazing morning. Wishing you guys a beautiful day and a beautiful weekend. But of course, it doesn't end there. We have more conversations coming. So ensure you tune in either on radio. If not, you can catch us also on YouTube, or rather catch the shows later on Spreaker or Spotify or all our streaming platforms. With that being said, have yourselves a beautiful day. Peace, and I'm out.